Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 24th, and we have just gotten a lot of hail over here in central Wisconsin. So, anyway, have you ever gone on a hiking trip or somewhere and you had a guide and you were supposed to follow him, but you decided you knew the way better? And some of us do that. We think we know more. And so you started walking around and then you got lost. Well, that's the whole idea of following God, because he comes for the lost. He comes for those who decided to do it their own way, and he comes to help them find their way. And a lot of us are lost in this world. We're lost. We don't know where we're going. And that's because we're not following the one who does know where we're supposed to go. And he can guide us through every trouble, every problem, through the rivers, through the woods. He will get us where we're supposed to go. But now in Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8, it says, "And the Lord, he is the one who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Do not fear nor be dismayed." Now Moses was saying this to Joshua because Moses was about done with his life and he couldn't go anymore with the Israelites. So he was given the job over to Joshua. And Joshua was like, "Well, how do I know where I'm going?" And so Moses was telling him, he said, the Lord will go before you. He will not forsake you. He will not leave you. So don't fear nor be dismayed. See, that's the whole idea. We need somebody who's not going to leave us. Many of us have been left by people, and they've left us lost without them. And these are all examples of what it's like. Now, how do we know Jesus? We have to follow him. In John chapter 10, verse 27, it says, "My sheep hear my voice." Jesus is saying this. He says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." To follow someone, it doesn't mean, well, I'll go a little ways and then I'll walk off and then I'll come back, because sometimes they're already ahead of you. They already went somewhere else. You actually have to continue to follow them. And how do you follow Jesus? And why would you want to? You want to in order, he knows the way to heaven. That's it. He knows the way to heaven, and that's where he's going, and that's where he's guiding us to. And so we need to follow him. And the way that, if you don't know how to follow him, start with the Bible. Start with a Bible-based church or a place where you can get some good teaching, and pray. And don't forget to listen, because the listening part is the part where you hear his voice and you just know inside, okay, this is the way. You have a decision to make, stop. If you have a decision to make, stop and listen. Pray about it and then listen, and just wait until that feeling of knowing comes over you. That's Jesus leading you. Because when you're doing the wrong direction, you know it. It doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel right. Now, when you're going the right way, it might be scary even. It might be uncertain, but at the same time, you know it's the right way. And that's following Jesus. He talks to us. He talks to us through our souls. But you got to listen. You got to take time for him. Take time to study the Bible. Take time to listen to him. Take time to listen to people who know what they're talking about, to preach. Churches that follow the Bible are following Jesus, because that's his word. His word to us. It's a gift to us how to find our way. And so don't be too proud to follow him, because none of us can get to heaven by ourselves. None of us know the actual way. We have to follow Jesus, and we have to believe in him and trust in him and have faith in him. That's what following Christ is. That's what being a Christian is, to follow Christ. So you have a great day, and I hope it's not hailing where you are. God bless you.